Hi everyone, I am Charmi Gala, head nutritionist and lifestyle expert working with Look. I also head the pregnancy vertical with Look. Today I'm going to talk on how to boost AMH level to improve fertility. What are the natural ways for same? So I'll be taking you through this session and there will be 10 minutes before the session ends. You can ask me your questions. I will be very happy to answer whatever I can in that span of time. So let's start. uh, so there are as today's topic is how to boost AMH level naturally, basically how to take care of the fertility. So to understand this, first we need to understand what is AMH. AMH is actually known as anti-Mullerian hormone. Now, uh, to understand better, this hormone is actually produced both in male and female, but it is tested in female only because uh, it gives two indication. If the AMH level is high, that means the number of eggs is very good, which means in short the ovary reserve is very good, egg reserve is very good. And if the AMH level is low, that means the number of eggs is less. Now the key indication for this over here, we need to understand this only suggests the number of eggs, but does not suggest that the quality of egg is good or bad. So when your AMH levels are low, please don't misunderstand that the quality of egg is also low. I have experienced there are so many women whose AMH levels are low, but still they conceive naturally because the quality of egg is good. But the fact is, for this AMH, that it decreases as the age grows, or as the age uh, what I will say that as we are aging, AMH level decreases. Now to understand this better, when a female child is conceived, at that particular time only ovary is producing millions of eggs. But as this girl child reaches the puberty, this millions of eggs are reduced or the number decreases. In fact, I will say the women are born with the particular numbers of eggs, and it has an expiry date. Here expiry date, I mean that female do get menopause, right? So that's where it says that the numbers of eggs get depleted, or as we become older and older. So there are a lot of factors which are related to this. Like this, we know the fact is that as the age grows, AMH level decreases. But what are the ways, or what are the other factors affecting this AMH levels? I will say lifestyle factors. So today I'm going to talk on what all factors we need to look on, which is definitely going to boost our AMH levels. So let's understand those factors. The first important factor over here is make sure that your vitamin D levels is very good. There are so many researches which I have studied and I have understood that mothers who are getting a lot of miscarriages, or I will say they are trying for almost for a year but they are not able to conceive. We have seen vitamin D levels are very low. Now, why to make sure that vitamin D levels is to be very adequate, which is very important because this vitamin D helps to produce lot of sex hormone, which is really required for the fertility. So before you think to plan your pregnancy, make sure that you get your vitamin D test done, and whatever the numbers are or whatever the result is, you need to work accordingly, bump your vitamin D, and then start planning. Second important factor over here is stay away from alcohol and smoke. Yes, You have heard me right. It is very, very necessary because cigarettes and alcohol, whatever the substance they have, it is not good for the uterine health. And for that reason, it is very, very important that we are away from it. I have got so many people asking me, Charmi, just tell me, when I'm socializing, I need to be present, I need to take it, I need to have it, what I can do. I can understand that factor, but we also need to understand that you are planning something. You are also, responsible for your uterine health, as well as any mother in this world wants baby to be all right. That's why we need to make sure that we are avoiding, completely no for alcohol and cigarettes. In fact, we have seen that, the mothers who are having quite amount of alcohol and cigarettes, their egg quality is deteriorated, or I will say it, your eggs, or it ages your ovaries. So hence try and avoid. Now another factor which to be taken care, we have seen that mothers are having high levels of prolactin. Prolactin is a hormone which is related to infertility. And this hormone comes with stress. So in this era, the stress cannot be zero, but we need to try to effectively manage it. Now, how we can do that? Whatever the stress you have, whether it is related to your personal life, or it is related to your professional life, related to your um, you know your environment surrounding you, accept it, write down, journal it. Once you do that, you will be able to take or handle this stress much better. This in short will help you to balance your hormone, and this one important hormone, prolactin, should be really well balanced when you're planning your pregnancy or when you're planning your conception. So to it's very, very important. You can write down whatever the problems you have in your life, in place of telling yourself, why me? Why I do have so many problems? Tell yourself, I accept these are my problems. And for these problems, these are my solutions. Pick pick up your solution and work on it. This is going to be a great help for your hormonal balance. Next important thing, um, which I have come across in my experience of last 13 years, obesity. When there is an obesity, we have seen insulin sensitivity. There is lot of fat accumulation. This also lead to the uterine or fertility is not so good. So for this, what we need to do is need to focus on your on diet. Don't go for crash dieting or fat diets. Do it in the right way. Balance your meals. Make sure that you're exercising. See, nowadays we do have sedentary lifestyle, but we need to go over and above that to make sure that we are losing, fat, the bad fat, or you're getting up to your ideal body weight, which is going to help you to boost your fertility. So you can do exercise like you can do 10,000 steps, then you can do aerobics, you can do hit workouts. Then apart from this, you can even try body weight workouts like doing squats, lunges, burpees, push-ups. So many things. Schedule your day accordingly, where you're giving yourself 1 hour, and try to get your weight to the ideal body weight. This is going to be really taking care of your fertility. Apart from this, we have seen a lot of people using plastics. It This plastics can be bottles, then it can be related to uh, tiffins, or it can be related to containers, it can be related to plastic bags. This plastic releases xenoestrogen, and this xenoestrogen can hinder the or releases the chemicals which hinder the fertility hormones or hinder the fertility. Hence, try to convert yourself to the glass containers or steel containers, and try to avoid non-stick pans or non-stick vessels, because those also release lot and lot of um, chemicals which interfere our hormones. So go for cast iron, glass containers. You can go for steel containers, and work accordingly. Apart from this, sleep also plays important role. Now during sleep, the basic what body does, body repair, body rejuvenates, then this in short take care of good fertility. So here I want good quality of sleep and not the quantity. When you wake up, you should be fresh and not feeling dull or with less of energy. So it's very advisable that stay away from digital gadgets at least 1 hour before your sleep time. And when you wake up in the morning, make sure that you're not touching your mobile or any digital gadget at least for 1 hour. Give yourself that 1 hour. That is what is going to make difference. Apart from this, there are so many yoga asanas which helps to boost the fertility or helps to take care of your uterine health. Few of them I would like to name them. Those are Paschim Utsana Asana, then it is Sutta Padakonasana. Then there are many asanas which I'm going to definitely post it on my Insta handle, which is Charmi Jigar. You can definitely see them, and try to include those in your daily life. Even Adho Mukha Swanasana, which is also known as dog pose, is really good for your uterine health. Make sure that you're hydrated well, at least 3 liters of water in a day. Make sure that you're having because our body requires that much amount of water to do its own function and even eliminate toxic from the body. So so major takeaway from today's talk was how you can boost your AMH level naturally. First is boosting the vitamin D, taking care of prolactin hormone, taking care of a good quality sleep. Make sure you're away from a lot of plastic related stuff, because that release xenoestrogen. Then apart from this, make sure that you're doing yoga, you are working on your weight. That really helps. Focus that you are also doing your exercises on daily basis. That is again very important. And do some yoga asanas, and make sure your stress levels are well under control. Now I am opening the platform for the question and answers. Please do ask me your questions. I'll try and reply as much I can. Okay. So there is a question that says, please suggest a lifestyle to boost fertility. Who is a gluten-free, dairy-free, 33 years women, no kid, married since 9 years. So, lifestyle to boost fertility over here is make sure your quality sleep is good, at least 8 to 9 hours. Make sure that you're including good, healthy fats, which is going to help you. This healthy fats can come from nuts and seeds. Then uh, you can also make sure that you're exercising well. So, this is how it is going to help you. And try to take out as much as emotions, or write down your emotion. That plays really good role. Next question is, can you suggest some superfood for fertility? Yes, having good quality fat or good fats like nuts and seeds, including avocado. These are really good. Including dry figs, including green leafy vegetables and all seasonal vegetables also boost the fertility. There is a question: how about BioCoQ10? Can be taken to boost fertility. So, see, BioCoQ10 basically helps you to get good energy, but you need to sit down, check where exactly you're going wrong. Like, take few deep breaths, check how is your exercise, check are your meals well balanced, check whether there is a lot of usage of plastic. So you need to check all this and then go for a supplement if needed, but directly don't go for the supplement. You need to understand the root cause problem. Now there is a question which says, what is the ideal range for vitamin D? So ideal range for vitamin D is actually minimum what we require is 30. But my suggestion is at least bump up your vitamin D to 60, and then check with your respective doctor and take it ahead. Next question: my periods are really scanty. Can this affect fertility? If yes, then how can I work towards it? So I would like to understand, really scanty means how long your period days are, how many sanitary napkins you need to change. So you need to understand your case more in detail. Good source of protein for the muscle power for vegans. So for vegans, I will say you can include non-dairy alternatives, which is nut milk. Then you can check for pea protein, which is also good for the protein. And anyway, all kind of lentils, dals are the source of protein. So that should help. There is a question which says my AMH is 1.82. Do I do I need IVF, or is natural conception possible? I had two miscarriages and my age is 30. My vitamin D are low and I am on medication for that. So it's very difficult for me to say whether you really need IVF or no, because we need to assess your case. But as I said, that you need to look on all the factors which I spoke for the lifestyle factors and what all you need to take care. Post, work on those factors and then see how it goes. Still, if you face problem, then you can definitely contact us. What is the range for AMH? So see, there are many different range for many laboratories have little different range for AMH. So basically it said over above 1 or above 2, it is okay. It is said that you can still plan for conceiving naturally. At least above 2, they say. Does green tea twice a day reduce fertility? Um, I won't say green tea basically reduces fertility. You need to look on your whole day meals, whether you're having a lot of refined foods, with the food which you're taking is like, is that food, cooked in refined oils, what your surrounding is, what kind of stress levels you have. So you need to check all these factors and then come to one particular conclusion. Which seeds are good for infertility? See, pumpkin seeds are very good to know to boost the fertility, so you can check that. At 31, what should be the ideal AMH? See, there is nothing related to age and AMH. What my suggestion is, like, if you are at 31 and if you're getting your AMH check done, I will give you my own example. At the age of 32, my AMH was 2.5, but still I've conceived naturally. So again, I said that AMH is going to let you know the number of eggs, but the quality of egg is not determined by AMH. So you need to understand that and get it checked so that you know what is your AMH. I have 4 fibroids, periods are heavy, but on time. How this affects my AMH levels? So this actually needs a medical intervention. So we need to check your case more in detail and then suggest accordingly. Any over-the-counter medicine that will increase AMH levels? Um, we do not, this is totally a medical related question, and we basically follow holistic methods. So you will have to check with your doctor. Is apple cider vinegar useful in increasing AMH levels and female fertility? If yes, what are the ways to consume it? So to boost the female fertility, what you need to do is take care of your vitamin B12. Make sure your stress level is well under control. You're eating rainbow diet. So that's how, and make have good amount of probiotic, or your gut health will be good. Now, apple cider vinegar per se is not going to increase your AMH level, but it is going to take care of your gut because it is pre and probiotic. So automatic, whatever the other foods you take, it helps to absorb better. So apple cider vinegar directly to female fertility, it is not linked. You need to check all the other factors. A person with low AMH can conceive normally. My AMH is 0.27. See, we need to see the other factors. If your AMH is low, we need to check that. Um, if natural is not possible, you need to get your other details checked properly from the doctor, and then take a call. In fact, there are certain range of AMH level needed to even go for IVF, or to you to be a proper candidate for IVF treatment. So we need to see lot of factors in that. At 30 plus, can we increase egg quality? Yes, definitely. You can focus on good lifestyle. You can focus on healthy foods or healthy fats. Work on your stress levels. Do exercise properly. Sleep well. It is definitely going to take care good quality eggs. Full form of AMH. Please repeat. It is anti-Mullerian hormone. Please share your Insta handle. Charmi Gala is giving me a lot of various handles on Instagram. So my Instagram handle is Charmi Jigar. I'm just typing it down so that in the chat section so that you can check it. It's Charmi Jigar. Okay. Uh, is coffee bad? So having 1 to 2 cup of caffeine or coffee in a day, coffee in a day which contain caffeine is good. Over and above, we can't go ahead because it basically interferes with the fertility, and it makes our body acidic. It leads to dehydration. So up to 1 max 2 cup is good to go. Is low AMH lead to early menopause? So there are various factors to check the menopause. But as I said, that as we grow, the AMH levels decreases, so number of eggs decreases. So we need to definitely check it out. Other factors uh, for menopause. If you have a early menopause, what are the other factors also to be considered if any those factors is responsible for the menopause. I'm 36, got lupus in early 30s, checked AMH around 2 years back, and it was 0.5. Is there any hope for natural conception, or IVF is the only solution? So I need to assess your case, what kind of lifestyle you are currently having, and then I can guide you accordingly. So it is very difficult to say, because I need the detail how exactly your current lifestyle is, how you have been, past 6 7 months. So need to assess your case. If I need to consult you for increasing AMH and fertility, please advise the cost and the timelines and the plan. I will request, just ping me on Insta with your contact details and email ID. My team will get in touch with you. Next question. Is it possible to increase the quality of eggs? Yes, it is possible. It is possible. Work on the lifestyle factors, and we need to assess the kind of food, the kind of sleep you have, so the what kind of exercise you do. So that all we need to assess. I love this question. Does PCOS affects AMH ideal range? I will say yes. because in PCOS we have PCOS is like having cyst, right? So this gives an um, so there are multiple follicles, and that's the reason the image idle range changes. So it does affect. So there's a person who said that yeah, they missed what I said on alcohol at the start, so they would like to understand. So I said that alcohol and cigarette smoking is not what your body needs when you're planning pregnancy or conception, because this do interfere with the fertility, and they um, basically ages the egg, or they're actually they decrease the fertility rate. So though you are with lot of social, you are going for a social activity, you are with your friends, and you may feel that for your social presence you need to take it, but make understand why exactly we need to avoid, and what is the benefit, and why, and baby doesn't need that. So in fact, when you're planning baby, your body only says that please be away from alcohol and cigarette. uh, There's a question: is it true that if periods are irregular, then AMH may be good or released many eggs? So we need to understand irregular periods, how irregular it is, then what are from how long it is. So it requires a detailed assessment. Is it possible to improve the quality of eggs in the age of 40? Again, here, you know, we need to check the your lifestyle, then what is your AMH level, then how regular your period cycle is. So we need a proper assessment for the same. Yeah. So now we have couple of minutes, so I will just recap whatever we have discussed today. So the first is AMH decreases as we age. So that is very important for us to understand. AMH basically determines the number of eggs and not the quality of eggs. The fact, as I said, that it decreases as we grow. So this is what we need to understand for AMH. Then what are the other factors which we need to look on? Make sure that your vitamin D levels is good, your prolactin hormone is well under control. Then you're not using too much of plastic related containers, because those release estrogen, which is basically estrogen mimicking hormone. Then make sure that your emotional health is superb, or at least you are able to manage your stress, and uh, do involve yourself in yoga. Try to attain your ideal body weight before you plan pregnancy. And last but not the least, focus on a lot of yoga asanas. Thank you.